It's actually been a very long time since I played traditional elves, so I wanted to put together something that didn't do any sort of the trap or heist stuff, because that's the way that I like to play it, and honestly, I was surprised with how effective it was. What I intend on doing normally is leading into round 1 with Feigned Death. It's a scenario that progresses whenever we play an elf, and the prologue is going to spawn a Vernacial Commando on this row, which is one of these. It has a 1 point per turn boost if we control only elves. This deck only has elves in it because it's authentic, and of course we'll ignore the condition if you control Vernacial. So if they put something on our side of the board that's not an elf, the engine will turn off, but it'll turn back on if we control Vernacial. So because that rarely happens, I have 2 of them in the deck. It's a great low cost, high value engine to include in something like this. So I start off with Feigned Death, and then I'm looking to play Angus Bree Cree second. So with this one here, basically for the rest of the game, whenever an Elven Deadeye enters your side of the battlefield, boost it by 1. And I don't play a lot of traps, so it's not guaranteed to start in our hand. We do have Oneiromancy and the Luck of the Mulligans to be able to pull it. So something that we can play just to get a few more points out of the scenario, because Chapter 2 is going to be spawning 2 Deadeyes on the row, and then Chapter 3 is going to be playing a Waylay, which is creating essentially a Deadeye after that. So we do get 3 extra points off a scenario due to Angus. And if I can finish scenario with Venedane, it's like the perfect case scenario, because then we do play that Waylay from the Feigned Death. We get the extra 4 points that come out beside him, and we can look at putting 2 Waylays in the deck for later, so then I can maybe shuffle all 4 back in the deck eventually and have Simlis come out for 4 Waylays, which play for 16 points on our side of the board, 12 points of damage plus Simlis base body of 1. So it's like a really good carryover play. It's also really good at getting a swarm out so that if they retaliate, then we could take Vernacial afterwards, because generally with this deck, because we do go wide, Vernacial is going to be playing on melee, so each allied Elven Deadeye deals 2 random damage to an enemy kind of thing. So, you know, if I have 10 on the board, we're doing 20 damage. You can only imagine how crazy that gets. And, you know, then once we have our whole board state boosted up, we have Isengrim, which is going to be boosting all allied elves by 1. Whenever we play one, it's going to boost self by 1. So, you know, we can sort of play him a little bit early, but we want to make sure that we do all the spawning before we play Isengrim. So that includes leader, that includes deception, that includes what comes from the Waylays, right? So everything else we're doing pretty well. You know, to thin out, to get what we need to get, when we do have 5 elves on the board in the first round, Aelorin's going to summon from deck. So, you know, that's a thin there. I don't really count Simlis as a thin in this deck because it does really kind of act as a carryover play. We really only have Oneiromancy, so if you're getting in trouble with this deck, it's going to be because of the draw. And, you know, you just hope you get what you want when you want it, because we have a lot of bronzes that by themselves, without, you know, the added support from the golds, won't be very strong. So you can argue that, you know, Saber comes out and maybe Curse Scroll comes in for that reason, but again, this is just a really good way, especially against a control matchup, to make sure you get 2 neophytes on the board, and then those would contribute towards the bodies to get Aelorin on the board. So kind of the idea. I have Heatwave because I feel like you need sort of a definitive answer to anything that's answer this or lose. We have a Purify to go along with that if they have a defender. Deception's a really good sort of throw it down and let them guess, and then you get a Temple Pass kind of situation card. I've had my luck with that a couple times, and it's been pretty good. Even in the gameplay today, there's one of the games that you'll notice that really paid off. Backup plan is, of course, a backup plan to the Waylays. This is really good because it's going to be able to create a Scoia'tael elf with a deployability that's not in our starting deck. So basically, it gives us the ability to create something like a half-elf hunter, which, you know, it trades up on provisions because we get the 2 damage in addition to that, and then the Deadeye that comes from that is going to also be 4 power. So that's kind of the primary target that I look for. I look for Dolbothana Archer because it also creates a Waylay on, you know, a Death Blow. So lots of good stuff there. You know, knowing me, I'm probably going to get unlucky and get something crap most of the time at a 4P elf, but, you know, it happens, man, so you deal with it. And Yaven's a really good utility control option. Let's say I have, you know, 5-point removal I need to make. I've got 5 units on the row. Yaven's going to come down and kill that, you know. We can go up to 8 or 9 essentially, you know, because you have the full row that you can stack. So really cool stuff there. I don't like the idea of not having any sort of lock. I wanted to put Ciaran in the deck, but I just didn't have room. I had to decide between Ciaran and Yaevinn, so it came down to keeping Yaevinn, dumping Ciaran, using the Dimeridian Shackles, so that, you know, we have an option there available, and we have two of them because, again, let's say there's a matchup where we just absolutely have to get two out on the board at once or else we just lose. I mean, at least that's an option, man. So we got that. Again, another engine that sort of trades up over a long round. It's basically plus 1 point every other turn. It's a little bit better to play the commando first because it's plus 1 point every single turn. Neophyte's going to be good to get around infusions, locks, things that are damaged, free up space on the board, get them back to good tokens. The tokens are more useful because they play into the ambush, so that's why I have one of them in there, but not two so that we're over swarming. So really good stuff. I'm liking the way that this is rolling out. I played 4 games, consecutive games, with live commentary for reference, and you know, you can see it how it plays out. I also started the new series where you guys submit your decks to me, so you can send them to me either on Discord message, or you know, you go to just email me at Qcento, info@qcento@gmail.com, and if you send the donation to my PayPal of $20 Canadian or more, you can send me whatever deck you want. I'll play it for 4 or 5 games. I'll talk about it before I start playing it. I'll do some revisions and what I think maybe it needs, and then I'll go back and I'll play a couple more games to round out the video. So we did 2 episodes of this, and today I received 2 more emails for other episodes. So by the sound of it, you guys are liking this sort of idea. You're receptive to the idea, so thank you for that, and keep them coming because, you know, it gives me something to work on besides the traditional meta type stuff. You know, it's a different type of conversation that we can have in around Gwent, and I wish that I started doing something like this earlier. So that's pretty much it. Let's get into the gameplay, and I'll see you guys very soon with the next video. All right, first up here we got Monsters Blood Scent. Okay, what are we doing? The lock is actually going to be very good. Aileron has to go back. This is my target likely for Simless for now. And then we'll put back the other Waylay because I don't have the Venedane play just set up yet. That's pretty good. I'm thinking I just open Feign Death, play Swordmaster, and kind of just do that whole thing with Angus and kind of just go for the carryover. Consideration that it's a little too fast though, but we'll see. Spawn 2, get that. We get 3 extra points if we play Angus next. 2 extra points if we play him, or 1 extra point if we play him last. Kind of shuts off my engine, doesn't it? I might actually just lock this first. I'm surprised that they're not taking anything here, but whatever. We'll just go for the final proc here. This way it's within removal range.
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
I see they're gonna go for the double rip here.
I can make them move.
That's actually weird. How come? 4, 8, 12, 18. They purified it and then they ripped the leader. Why didn't it work?
Coexistence, no such thing.
Because it had last turn's cooldown? I guess because it was locked on turn? That's a really good counter here. I'm not sure why they do this when I can just I mean, this is going to go 3-2, so we just flip here, and then it goes back, and then this goes back. I think I have a bit more time here. We could play this first.
Let us sing the song of steel.
Luckily, the most they're going to get is 4 bleeding because the base power is pretty low. I think we can actually have room to play the Trickster here too. Yeah, that's good. Heat Wave is kind of what would save me if I'm running into trouble.
Oh, my pointy-eared clumsiness at it again.
Oriana. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Because I lose 2, they gain. She goes up by 2 for now. The operator play was actually very good for shutting down the commando. This would have been a lot of points. Really? They're not devotion. Okay. 2, 3, 4. And then they go up 3. Oh, because the proc before... That's really good positioning. If this was over here, then she would have resolved second and they would have been kind of in a bad spot. I'm not that concerned because we actually save a lot of effective stuff here.
We await the signal. Till then, don't budge.
I just need to pull Venedane organically. Okay, I think this goes back for now. This is fine. That's not bad. I want to do this so that they can't just open with Blood Scent.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
They will. So she's shut down here. The only thing I can think of now is get that Purify going, because 3's pretty good. Are we going to go backup plans on this? Probably.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
I think we sink as much as we can here. Clash on the 4, which actually turns her back on here.
Glad it worked, Juan. You stand no chance.
Okay. So we're trading pretty well for their Tall Punish. What I need to do is flip the 2 1s, take the Vernacial next, and wipe the board. And I just hope that it's enough. Okay, that hurts a little bit, but...
Time for you to die, Dwan. Ele'yas has shown us the way. For the daisy of the valley!
This will hurt too.
Cast off your arms, then your
I think we got it on that, honestly. It's too bad the flatter didn't go, but... I mean, what else is there? If they're playing this now, then what is there?
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit.
You think they also have Heatwave? Spores. Okay. Eskel.
Sure,
Okay.
no problem.
That's a lot of removal. Alright, we got Nature's Gift coming up here next. I don't know. I like the fact that I have Scenario and Simless. I just don't think Shackles is going to do a whole lot here. We can go Venedane for carryover and put these back. But then the hand is actually very top heavy. Maybe we just try to play Scenario and get out. So, yeah. So the way that we have to sequence this is going to be very expensive gold-wise, but it's going to play for a ton of carryover, so... Okay. Fav into... Oh, they think I have Heist. I don't. I do not.
The Scoia'tael must the woods
Then we just put these back.
and defend the valley. For the daisy of the valley!
Might as well.
none shall tread on us. Humans to the sea.
I honestly don't feel like I can play anymore. Because this is like a really good hand, you know? That's a free pass on Aquin. Unless I fight for this with Heatwave on Aquin, which I might actually do. Because we still have the engine going here. They spent leader charges to get it going. Are they considering using second rebuke? Pretty sure the whole dex premium, right? Nope. Poor Angus. Do I ever do this? Yeah. That's a pass, man. I want them to think it's a serpent trap, not deception. Nope. It's not enough unless you use last leader. They know it's deception. Nice. I thought they knew. What a tempo pass. Holy. It's like textbook. The way I see it in this deck, Deception plays for 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 point Deception when played correctly, I guess. I would imagine they go for a very aggressive bleed here to try to get that card back, but we'll see. I have to get rid of these. Good. Good. Now we just have to not pull them.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it
Goes for 6. I don't think we're killing this. How many? They have 1 caress used. I'm just gonna play it slow. If they purify now, they lose like a vitality off that, so. On a pass, we just play this. Okay.
The only good human is
Okay. I think we have to trade Symbolist now.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom
Equinox, yeah. Five, 7. They have shaping as well in hand.
you are no lunatic of mine. For the daisy of the valley! Time for you to die.
So they can't take it as wide. I think it's worth actually doing one more. If I have space, I'm gonna get down the commando. So I think they have Philevandrel left. Or Forest Protector, one of the two. Maybe Heat Wave. This feels like I just have to do this at this point.
Do you hear? Approach.
It's an 8-point Purify, but it's probably a better Yavin. Oh yeah, nothing here's been played. all freaking tokens, man. I guess. Just go for this here. And then this way we get it off Isengrim and we save card.
No mercy!
So we want one of the neophytes. I don't think I mind Yavin either. That's actually pretty good though. Okay. So this goes, that's the hand.
We await the signal. Till then, don't budge.
Sappers could be good for vitality in a short round if they have like a caress in hand. Do they play on the same row? I think we're taking Verno this way. Because I have a pretty good row stack, you know?
Come on in.
It's probably this.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Because then they can't stack on it. Gourd and Heatwave.
I'm tall enough to kick your ass. None shall tread on us.
So we win. Oh, it's Geralt. That's even worse. Yeah.
Time for you to die, Dwarf. For your bed! Cursed racists.
There we are. Alright, next up here we got Blood Scent. Problem is I go very wide. Okay, Ailerin goes back. I need scenario. Nothing. Oh. So this tells me it's Devotion, Point Slam, Mix. Or Renfree. It's probably the most frustrating interaction that you could think of, really, when you turn this off with this. It's happened to me more times than I can even tell you. Well, I think we try to go this round without committing too much. I'm probably going to take the Venedane combo with the Angus and just not actually play them, but maybe it's just Angus first. Both Neckarats is crazy. I think that they think we're traps, so I'm gonna basically play this to show that I'm flipping, and then they'll play in one more turn, and then I'm just gonna pass, I think.
Shall drive the ape men into the sea.
Yeah, big spend. This is really good for me. You know what they're probably doing, actually, instead of all that Renfrey and whatever? It could just be Portal Vampires, where they have Garkins plus the Fiends. I do that too. This Purify's probably good. Let's put these back. Nice. It's gonna be a big swing. I could use Scenario to defend bleed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I literally thought that I played Venedane already. I played Angus. That's actually very annoying.
Will not be heard.
Let's do one of these. I could still take backup plans for an engine and just use these as is, and that's fine. It's just a preference thing, you know?
Your blood smells.
Alright, fine. I can kill this. Do I still have Heatwave access. I'm trying to think here whether we... Do we just go Scenario or do we go Heatwave? Do we just go Simless here?
You are no lunatic of mine.
Unfortunate picks, but this is actually really good.
Watch and learn.
And then we could just take Yavin. Save the Heatwave for the Regis when we have card advantage. Kind of shuts down Isengrim, doesn't it? That's so clean. There is only bleeding on one thing here, though.
For your best!
I think I'm just going to take this for now and just kind of wait. We're not going to get 2-0'd here. Wow.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I guess I'm taking that. Is last say like it's a tall punish of some sort? Let's just go heat wave. Because I still have full leader plus Isengrim plus Vernaciel plus scenario. Okay, this has to go. There you go. There it is. You see what's happening, right? Ah, it's still pretty good here, don't worry.
Let him forth, one. You stand no chance.
I think I'm just gonna take her.
My heart holds no forgiveness for traitors.
It beats Morvid. It beats Oriana. This is why I took Oriana out of my deck, by the way. I've been working on something on the side. Yeah. Alright, we got Overwhelming Hunger coming up here next. Game number 4. I need Angus. This is not bad. I like this. I want to put this back later, obviously. And I'm thinking about just keeping this, but I might not, honestly. I might not. That's really good, too. Okay. So we just open Feign Death and we get rid of all Erendite value if that's the thing they're going to do. I think they're going to try to challenge it, so... I just think we go for it here, don't we? I just hate that we have to actually go first here, because I'd have a really good hand going second. It would really apply pressure. Oh, cool. Part of me wants to lock it, but nah. Let's do our thing first for a bit. I'll put back one of the commandos. I'll keep the lock just in case, because 2 of these is kind of getting crazy, right?
As you command, Daisy. For the Daisy of the Valley! None shall tread on us.
Just a quick 40 points.
Humans to the sea!
I want to try to save these, right? If I could put down the other commando and get out with a big lead like this at 7, we might be able to just kind of roll with it. I just don't think my long round's going to be better than theirs. That's cool. But that's when something's destroyed during the turn, so we could just lock that and make it a little easier for ourselves here. Can they do it in 3? I'm getting 1 point per. Puts me at like 45. And they basically me needing like 36 points. Whatever my math is in my head makes sense. I probably pass here. Do it. To me, it's too slow. I think I'm out. They gotta get 31 and 2. They have 29 because they have the 2 on the board. I think it's really cool that we spend scenario in round 1. We spend 2 heavy hitters in round 1, but they act as like severe carryover for later. And then the rest of the deck's pretty polarized with exception to like 3 big playmakers. And then of course, you know, damn. So you're gonna have to rip a leader for that. Unless you just sit down and play like a Ciaran or a Sandwich Consume next turn. They still have time to figure it out. Ritual is a pretty big swing. Just pull trash. Okay. Foglets in a late game would be annoying for me because they'd be chewing through tokens for 6 turns. So I kind of like that I see them right now, to be honest with you. But can they do it in 1? Maybe. Nope. We lose 2, we gain 1. They have to rip the leader charge for no reason. Okay. I think that was successful, man. We got them to go down to 3 cards. I don't know, because these leader charges are extremely valuable because you only get 2 of them. So them using it there to get ahead was probably not good. So it's making sense to me why they wouldn't do that, right? Okay. The hand is good. Simless is not bricked. Do you push hard now with Detlef? Because if they play Detlef in, and they try to go crazy, then I'll just heat wave it before they could take Arrakis on it. Or I wait for the Arrakis consume, then heat wave. I mean, you're down 3 cards, so what are you gonna do? You kind of have to pass here. Yeah. I feel like a defender plus something's coming here, so I kind of want to keep this. The infusion seems less important.
clumsiness. At it again.
We'll just do that. So I do get a card advantage. They get 1 leader charge only. They do have graveyard set up for 1 succubus here. Realistically, this goes, and I could risk it all here, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, it's worth it. Look at that. Literally so much could have went wrong there, but we had to, man, for the content. This card is literally like a Passiflora Peach with an easier condition. Makes you want to portal that, you know? Portal for this would be sad, though, because this would kind of be your backup. Okay. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just didn't want to have to do it. Little ambitious to float that, you know? Haunt is cool. Let's get this one down.
May your sword and arm be one.
We might take Simless soon so that we can get rid of the consumes, because it seems to be an issue for them. It's at 11. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I can kill off this one, and it's also an engine, and then I basically get rid of the dominance, and they can't use this one anymore. But if they play Arrakis here, obviously they're gonna get it. Running out of space, because I've got 4 bodies technically here with Deception, and then we got 3 leader charges. I might have to prioritize what I'm playing, like play this towards the end after a full board for 2 points, don't play this, which gives the card back to them, which I don't like too much, but we'll see. I don't like this. This is actually like a really good opportunity to ambush almost.
Time to die. I'll do so sword in hand.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, let's stay patient. Let's stay patient. I wanted to so bad. Like, so bad. Arrakis is somewhere. And then probably another one of these. Gotta decide here. It's gonna have to be Yavin. And it's probably just gonna be the Consume. Do you think they're playing Glusty? I don't know. I want to hit off these so that we get better hits, because these are all going for 2, right?
You wouldn't want to hurt her, would you?
It's going to have to be... We can go with that. This is worth 5 points. This is worth 5. Let's do one of these.
Too fast for you, Quan.
I guess it's that time, eh? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. But they probably get back about 6 or 7 points. You should be clicking that if the ambush is coming, right? Could also be Plague Maiden. Nope. Oh, they're making this so easy for me.
Cast off your arms, then you'll fall.
We just can't play our last card, so we're gonna lose, well... Never mind. Kinda hoping they'd kill something.
No mercy!
Good enough, we did what we had to do, right? Yep. Oh, only if I had that Purify.